D23.
I did. It was so fun. Oh my god, as a
Hours in the
huge
dress of
Disney
an
fan, it was so
iconic
exciting
Disney
to
princess.
finally get to
I
go to
absolutely
D23.
deserve to
Tickets
be
sell out like
compensated
in
every hour
a
that I
flash.
spend
So
online.
it was so exciting to go. And
Music plays softly in the background as Rachel Zegler makes this bold statement, not as a mere whim, but as a reflection of the challenges she has faced while stepping into the shoes of Snow White. Known for her outspoken nature, Zegler has faced a tidal wave of criticism since her comments about the character in the film were made public. The backlash has been so intense that it has left many scratching their heads, especially considering that Snow White is now largely regarded as one of the most poorly received remakes in cinematic history. One might expect Zegler to shy away from the spotlight amid such controversy, but her next revelations are bound to catch everyone by surprise. Why, despite the backlash, does she express gratitude? Will there be legal repercussions between her and Disney? Is she really to blame for the film's poor reception? And how does her friend Halle Bailey, who experienced her own share of criticism for portraying Ariel in The Little Mermaid, fit into this narrative? As Rachel dives into her experience at D23, she can hardly contain her excitement, saying, "Thank you so much for joining and coming to the party. I know you had a busy day yesterday." At the event, she lights up when reminiscing about her childhood love for Disney. "I was a huge Disney fan, and it was thrilling to finally attend D23. Tickets sold out in a flash, and I felt like a kid in a candy store. My mom was super jealous because she's the one who introduced me to Disney." For Rachel, her journey as an actress has come full circle. She recalls her mother's fondness for Snow White, a sentiment that makes her casting even more poignant. When she got the role, her mother's reaction was priceless. She has this hilarious way of expressing her excitement, saying, "Oh my god," Rachel and I respond with, "Yes, mother, it's me. I am Snow White." This mix of joy and playful banter made the moment all the more special. It's not often that an actress can feel both proud and slightly terrified at the same time when telling her mother about a significant career milestone. Reflecting on her experience filming the movie, Zegler notes, "We wrapped filming, and it was surreal. This is the first live-action adaptation of a film that originally premiered 85 years ago. To step into a role that has such a rich legacy is absolutely incredible. I grew up watching Disney films on VHS. I even remember being terrified of the original Snow White when I was a kid. I watched it once and then avoided it forever after going on a ride called Snow White's Scary Adventures at Disney World, which was anything but child-friendly. The challenge of bringing this beloved character to life has not come without its difficulties. Zegler candidly admits that the most challenging aspect of her role has been the sequence of whistle while you work. When you see the film, you'll understand why, she says, with a wry smile. "Every time I'm in line for the Snow White ride, I get stopped for photos and I have to pretend that it's totally normal. It's surreal, honestly. It's like I'm standing there waiting for a photo op and thinking, wow, I really am Snow White now." As an avid Disney fan, Rachel feels deeply connected to the park experiences of her childhood. "I grew up visiting the parks every summer with my family. It was a huge part of my upbringing, and I hold those memories dearly." Her reverence for the franchise and its characters adds layers to her portrayal. When you love something so much, you can't let the negative aspects intimidate you. "I was genuinely scared of the original film. I only watched it once. I took one look at that ride and thought, nope, not for me. After 16 or 17 years, I finally watched it again while preparing for this role." The excitement is palpable as she prepares to unveil the film. Together with our fantastic director, Mark Webb, and our incredible cast and crew, we have poured our hearts into bringing this iconic story to life. We've worked incredibly hard to give audiences a glimpse of something fresh and magical. And yes, there will be new songs by Oscar winners, which I'm eager for everyone to hear. However, she is acutely aware of the mixed sentiments surrounding her portrayal. "I have a feeling that this video is going to get taken out of context," she admits, acknowledging the unpredictable nature of public reception. "At this point, I can't control what people will say or think, but I'm excited for the audience to experience what we've created." In a world rife with scrutiny and judgment, Rachel Zegler remains determined to embrace her role as Snow White, blending her childhood dreams with the challenges of modern-day fame. "This life is real, and it can feel isolating. But I also believe that if loneliness exists, so too can other feelings, and I'll be okay." Perhaps that's a strange conclusion, but it's where I'm at. This isn't meant to be anything more than insightful entertainment. It's what I do best. Just know that I'm incredibly grateful, but I'm also keeping it real.
And my mom was super jealous because my mom is the reason I'm a Disney fan. Oh, my mom's favorite princess is Snow White. So it's honestly her manifestation coming to be.
So when you got the role, how did she react?
It's essential to remind others that being in the public eye doesn't strip us of our humanity. We're allowed to have human moments. Yet, confronting this reality often fuels even more negativity, which is frustrating. Choosing to focus on gratitude and thankfulness is a conscious decision for me. It's about choosing peace and being present. I try to remember that those who criticize me might be struggling themselves. As I navigate the challenges of releasing a new movie, I find joy in these moments because they help fortify me. I feel like I'm becoming solid, like Teflon. Nothing sticks anymore since I've heard the worst of what people can say. I have so much love in my life, and I'm grateful that my work can speak for itself. In a recent conversation with Halle Bailey on Variety's Actors on Actors series, I expressed my thankfulness for the support I've received, especially from fellow actors who have faced similar backlash. Halle, for instance, encountered her own share of criticism for her role as Ariel in the live-action Little Mermaid. Despite the negativity, I emphasize that these experiences have strengthened me. However, I find myself in a contradictory position. While I express gratitude, I am also preparing to take legal action against Disney for what I believe to be racial discrimination and toxic fan behavior. This lawsuit follows my dismissal from the highly anticipated Snow White role, and although I appreciate the opportunities I've had, I feel a profound sense of injustice surrounding my situation. The events leading to my dismissal seem not only unwarranted but also indicative of broader systemic issues in how the industry treats actors, particularly those from marginalized backgrounds. I refuse to accept the notion that losing a role due to external pressures is standard. My voice matters, and I want my concerns to be acknowledged. The frustration is heightened by canceled performances and unmet contractual obligations, which I see as a significant breach of trust and professional integrity. Now, one must wonder, should Disney be the one suing me instead? Currently, the company is grappling with significant financial and reputational hurdles stemming from ongoing disputes and fan backlash surrounding Snow White. They faced multiple reshoots and production changes, which not only drive up costs but also risk alienating audiences already divided by the controversy. In fact, Disney's stock recently closed at its lowest level in over 3 years, a stark indicator of the challenges they're facing. As we continue to discuss the company's struggles, the potential partnership with Amazon around ESPN looms large as a significant turning point. Whether Disney can find a stable footing or faces pressure to restructure remains to be seen. The next steps for both myself and the company could lead to profound changes in the industry landscape. In recent times, the Walt Disney Company has found itself at a crossroads, grappling with significant public relations issues that threaten its long-standing reputation. The current landscape is turbulent, and Disney is facing a backlash over its creative direction and diversity initiatives. This situation is further complicated by the dismissal of actress Rachel Zegler from the highly anticipated live-action remake of Snow White. The unfolding drama highlights deeper issues within Disney, including the impact of shifting audience expectations and the pressures of navigating a rapidly changing cultural climate. In an acknowledgement of their predicament, Disney has openly admitted that public relations issues can adversely affect their business. The company noted that their revenues and profitability suffer when entertainment offerings fail to resonate with consumers. This stark admission underscores the necessity for Disney to align its content with audience expectations, particularly in an era dominated by social media, where discontent can be amplified at a moment's notice. The acknowledgement that misalignment with consumer taste poses significant risks demonstrates a growing. Despite the challenges, Zegler views this experience as a significant honor. It's a dream for any young girl to wear a Disney princess dress, let alone doing it for 6 months in incredible sets while wearing a gorgeous Sandy Powell-designed gown. It's been an amazing experience, and I can't wait to share it with the world.
She does this hilarious thing where she goes, "Oh my God, Rachel Ann."
You're like, yes, mother, I am Snow White.
Me, and I can never tell if I'm in trouble or if she's happy.
Awareness within Disney about the complexities of managing public sentiment. The challenge for Disney is not merely about creating content, but ensuring that it resonates authentically with its audience. As the company stated, consumers' perceptions of our position on matters of public interest can differ significantly, presenting risks to their brand. This is particularly true regarding inclusivity and representation, areas where Disney has made considerable strides in recent years. However, the balance between diversity initiatives and quality storytelling remains delicate. Critics have begun to question whether Disney's focus on diversity is overshadowing the storytelling quality that audiences have come to expect. Under Bob Iger's leadership, Disney's approach to its live-action remakes, especially Snow White, has become a focal point of contention. Many fans of the beloved 1937 classic feel that the new adaptation sacrifices the essence of the original film for modern agendas. The backlash against Disney's recent projects has grown monumental, with audiences recalling past controversies involving other prominent figures like Mark Hamill and Gina Carano. The discourse surrounding Zegler has transformed into a cultural battleground, raising vital questions about the relevance and integrity of Disney's approach to its beloved stories. Adding to the chaos, the early test screenings for Snow White have indicated potential disaster ahead. The first trailer, released in 2024, garnered an astonishing number of dislikes, signaling fears that this film could mark a significant low point for Disney. This brewing storm appears fueled not only by Zegler's casting but also by unmet expectations and growing dissatisfaction among audiences. The fallout from Zegler's dismissal has further ignited criticism, as filming for Snow White wrapped up back in 2022, yet the project remains mired in reshoots. Amid mounting criticism, Disney has invested heavily in the film, trying to appease a disenchanted fan base. Zegler's situation is emblematic of the broader challenges Disney faces. Not only was she dropped from Snow White, but she also lost opportunities in other future projects, including a reboot of Pirates of the Caribbean. Her frustration extends beyond the canceled performances meant to promote the film. She feels wronged by the significant financial impact of unfulfilled contract expectations. Zegler insists that her contract was finalized, while Disney contends otherwise, leading her to demand compensation for the lost opportunities she believes were rightfully hers. As fans who have traditionally supported Disney begin to reevaluate their loyalties, the company's push for diversity initiatives comes under scrutiny. Many feel that this push is overshadowing the quality of storytelling that Disney is known for. Moving forward with its upcoming films, it's evident that Zegler's legal actions could further shake up an already tumultuous situation. The question now arises: should Zegler be held accountable for the backlash surrounding Snow White, or does this turmoil reflect deeper, systemic issues within Disney itself? This ongoing saga opens a dialogue about the intersection of creativity, representation,
And that time it was happy. I was not in trouble for getting the role of Snow White.
That's so funny. Speaking of Snow White, how it's going, I think you wrapped, right?
Yeah, we're done.
Oh my gosh, what was it like? I mean, knowing you're a Disney fan,
to somebody else.
stepping into this world, it's also, the first movie wasn't from the 20s.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, the first cartoon came out 85 years ago. I just mean that it's no longer 1937. And so to be able to, 85 years later, be the first Disney live-action version of that is so incredible. I grew up on Disney films on the VHS tape. I was terrified of the original cartoon.
Do you believe Rachel Zegler deserves the backlash surrounding Snow White, or is this indicative of broader issues within Disney? Share your opinions in the comments below. If you found this analysis insightful and want to stay updated on the latest developments, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for updates. Your support truly means the world to us. Thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to catching you in the next discussion.